Hey everybody, Southern Bubba here. I am here at the GAA Classic Cars at the Palace in Greensboro, North Carolina. That's the Greensboro Auto Auction. There is roughly 250 cars here right now that they're auctioning off, and they're all supposed to be by one couple that owns them all. And it's absolutely amazing that only a couple over 30 years has collected this many cars over the years. But I'll turn the camera around and let y'all kind of see some of them. And just to show you how many there is in this place. But yes, there is a ton of cars here, and like I said, this is from one couple, Jerry and Jane Smith, I believe was their names, and from what I'm taking it, they're from Georgia. But it is an awesome sight to see all these in here. A lot of people come in to buy cars. Let's go down to the auction block and see what I can see if I can get some of this on video for you. How many of you can see you in that car right there? How many people know what that car is? I'm doing just kind of a walk around right now, just kind of checking out some of the cars and getting some of them on here. But it's just amazing how many cars that are in here. Some of them are in great condition, some of them aren't not so great. But this has definitely been a different experience. I've never been to an auto auction before, especially not a classic car auction. But here's a good one for you Mustang fans. What do y'all think of that? That is a beautiful car. It's a Carroll Shelby 1968 Mustang. Absolutely gorgeous. There's also another Mustang here. It looks like the one from Gone in 60 Seconds. I don't know if it is the original, but it is a beautiful replica if it's not the original. But I will also put in the description below, I'll put a link to this Greensboro Auto Auction Classic Cars at the Palace. I'll stick that in the bottom. That way y'all can check it out. They do have other auctions they do throughout the year. There's like 3 or 4 of them. So check it out. Maybe you might want to come and buy you a car. You never know. got something different here for you. I'm not exactly sure what this car is, but it says on the back of it Atlantis. But it's got a small block Chevy 350 in it. It is a kit car because it's titled as a 2013. But it's a weird looking car. Let me show it to you. Kind of funky looking, ain't it? And then you got this beautiful 1968 Dodge Charger with a 440 Magnum 6-pack in it. This is just a gorgeous car too. So a lot of you will recognize it from, this is pretty much the same body style the Dukes of Hazzard had. Most of these cars that I'm showing you now are going to be auctioned tomorrow. I mean, these people had just a little bit of everything. Old cars, newer cars, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, Plymouth, Chrysler. God, there's even a few here I've never even heard of. There's a beautiful Corvette. What do you think of that? Yeah, just some gorgeous cars in here. There's one of my personal favorites. 1969 Chevrolet C10 pickup truck. I really love these things. But then again, I am also a truck guy. Got a really nice custom wood bed. Looks awesome. This truck looks like it's about flawless. I'd love to own it, but I know I don't have the money to get it. But that's just an absolutely gorgeous truck. He's got a newer upgraded engine. This looks like a Vortec 350 from, say, actually this is not a Vortec 350. This is probably the 5.3 liter or the 6.2 out of a newer truck. The sheet of paper, the paper on the windshield of the car does not say exactly what motor is in it, but I'm just looking at it, and it's either probably a 5.3 or 6.0 or 6.2. So newer power plant than what would actually come in it. Here's a 1967 Dodge Charger, which is a very rare find. About like my parents' 66, which is even more rare. Very few differences between the two, but this one is in really good condition from what I can tell. I believe this has got the 383 Magnum motor in it. Pretty good looking car, ain't it? But I've had a lot of fun hanging out here today with my mom and dad again. They had gotten some free tickets to this, so I decided to drive up to Greensboro and check it out. And here's a car that old Vin Diesel would probably drool over. Looks like it's a 1972 Dodge Challenger. I'm sure he'd love to drive this one. Yeah, check it out. Another 383 stroker, or I'm sorry, 392 Hemi. Car's in excellent condition. Check out the engine on this thing. Isn't that just gorgeous? Somebody spent a lot of time on this. Beautiful. And for some of you Model T and Model A's. There is some older cars out here too. Here's a nice 24 Model T right here behind me. And then over here, there is a Alabama Alcohol Beverage Control Board license truck, which is a 1928 Model A moonshine truck. Really cool. But hey, y'all check out this gorgeous Corvette. This is a 1958 Corvette. Beautiful. Got some really nice Pontiacs out here too that you haven't seen in a long time, like the old Pontiac Le Mans. Now this is when a car had style. 1966 model with 326. That is just absolutely gorgeous. White with black interior, automatic in the floor. Just beautiful. Another one kind of like the Pontiac Le Mans, 1969 Chevelle Super Sport 396. Those are some of the best cars from the late 60s, early 70s. That thing is just sweet, all around sweet. I mean, 396 cubic inch, 325 horsepower, 1969. That was one hell of an engine. I mean, nothing compared to what like our Hellcats and Camaros and Mustangs have got today, but still, it ain't got the class these cars have got. Here's something for the older generation that likes these old cars. Here's a 1929 Ford Model A Highboy Custom Roadster. Absolutely well preserved and redone in hot rod style. Of course, you got the Ford, but it's got the small block Chevy in it, which is very common. But I'll have y'all take a look at it. Got some beautiful interior. Sweet little roadster. Now here's something that is a really cool ride. Seen them a few times, not too much out on the street, but there is I know one that I really loved, and I don't know if you folks remember it, but the late 80s movie called Cobra with Sylvester Stallone. He drove that 1950 Mercury. Beautiful car. Well, here is a 1949 Mercury custom convertible. Now this has just got class written all over it. Check this baby out. See what else we can get into. Okay, I see right here across the aisle from me, it is a what year is this? 1969 Chevrolet Camaro RS 327 convertible. Absolutely gorgeous car. It's red with white interior and a white rag top. This car actually went up on the auction block earlier, and somebody paid $50,000 for this car. So I want y'all to take a look at it and see if y'all think it's worth 50 grand. I don't think I'd pay that much for it, but it's a beautiful car. Interior is real nice on it for the most part. Looks like everything's fairly new on this car. Nice American racing wheels. I'm not sure if it's worth 50 grand or not, but obviously somebody did. As I'm just walking around looking at some of these cars, there is a 1972 Chevy Nova over here, jet black interior, absolutely gorgeous car. Found out that it was actually a girl that bought it, and I'm guessing she's in her late 20s. But it's nice to know that there's still some young folks, even young ladies that are into old muscle cars. So I want y'all to take a look at this, and I know she's going to get some eyes on the street with this car. Sorry about the glare on the window, it's hard to see in there. But yeah, this car is super nice. And she did tell me this has got a 350 in it. So the motor has not been changed out. As far as we know, it is the original engine. But just absolutely gorgeous black on black 72 Chevy Nova.
571. Very cool fly right there. So we got a number 126. This is a 1957 Chevrolet Camaro.
It was a 2006 Ford GT. These things are pretty sweet. I want y'all to check it out. I said, yeah, I got tons of stuff. Looks like to me that y'all are pooped out.
Yeah.
Well, I got up and walked up.
There you go, Dad. Say hello to everybody. They're all looking at you. And Mom.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that. It was a pretty cool auction, a lot of great cars, and of course you all saw that on the video, because I sure enjoyed being over there. It was awesome to see all those beautiful cars and watch how much some of those cars were going for. I remember there was one, I didn't state this earlier, but it was a late 60s, I believe it was like a 68 Buick Skylark. I'm sorry, was it? No, not a Skylark. Oh goodness gracious, I can't remember the name of the car. But anyway, this car went for $47,000, I think, and I would have never thought that that car would have gone for that kind of money, because you just don't see them. Buick Riviera. It was a Buick Riviera. I just would have never guessed that that car would have gone for that much money. And it was not a 68, it was a 73. I don't know, it just floors me. There towards the end today, they were forking out some dough for some of these cars that I don't think were worth it. Like I put in the video earlier about that RS Camaro. They spent $50,000 on that car. Beautiful car, absolutely gorgeous car. But I don't know, is it really worth 50 grand? So I'd be interested to see what you folks have to say about it. Please let me know in the comment section what you think. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. But I can't wait to talk to you folks from the comment section, and I guess I'll see y'all on the next one. Till next time.